I know y'all were about to send an APB on me. I know you were. Yeah, look for a goofy, big dude with a dad bod, rolling around with a mullet and a beard. Yes, but no, I am back. Thank you so much for hanging out. This is in other news. I am your host, Mike Russell, and yeah, it's been a wild run up to Tuesday afternoon. Holy mackerel! So let's get right to this. And again, yesterday was what yesterday was. Yesterday was a doctor's visit that did not go well. The Go Show did not air because of technical difficulties. And I mean, listen when I say technical difficulties. So I was trying to save time and get everything done. So I would, while I was driving to my doctor's appointment, I was like, let's go put the phone in there. Let's record a show. And so I was going to record a show. I did from my truck, talking about staying warm in Arizona during our 2 weeks of winter. And I went to load it, and the streaming service did not like that it was not an MP4. I took the time to make it an MP4, and then it said something about bitrate. Okay, couldn't do it. Just didn't work. But we had the show yesterday, so I hope you guys got to play along. And then today, this morning, the Go Show was about to run live like it always does, like it should do. And my laptop decided not to take a charge. So I have it now to 45%. We're going to see if it can stream for an entire hour without losing battery. So that's where we are. Technical nonsense. Appreciate your patience. And here we go. And we are off and running. Today's a very big day. We are going to get to Pete Hegseth as the director of the Secretary of Defense. Hopefully this man goes through. I doubt he's going to make it through, but we will see. Yes, you are live now. Yes, thank you, Len. I appreciate that. And what's up, Rhonda? I did get your email, Rhonda. I appreciate that. I will get that to the Queen Bee, and we'd love to see you there at the event. So this is a big day for Pete Hegseth, and we're going to get to that in just a moment. But I want to start with this because it's absolutely absurd what we're seeing. We have a 7 days now. We're at 7-ish days until 6 days until we have a new president of the United States, until the inauguration. Stop the elder abuse. This has to stop. We know the charade. We the people know the charade of Joe Biden, his mental decline. We know that's why he lost. That's why the entire Democrat Party lost. That's why Donald Trump is going to be inaugurated on the 20th, is because we were lied to. They tried to cover it up. And we saw the decline in Joe Biden from day one. And yet still with a week left, you think, and this is why I'm saying it's elder abuse, you think that we still want to see him around. We don't. We're good. He spent half of his presidency, I forget the percentage, but it's pretty damn near half of his presidency on vacation in Delaware at the beach house. Like, we're okay with not seeing him around. We never thought he was running the thing anyway. So why are we doing it? Look at this. I want to show you two things that just, and again, it isn't me making fun of the guy. That was too easy. I did that for years. It was a piece of cake. I felt lazy every time I did it. Now, I told you in other news, that's why we started this. We don't want to talk about Biden. We don't want to talk about Trump all the time. We don't want to talk about Kamala. But when you do, it has to be some sort of a different angle than you're going to see. What I saw here is elder abuse. Them pushing this man out to just save his legacy. He's destroying his legacy. Either he is going rogue and just wants to get out there and tell everybody that he fixed the border. Not kidding. You're about to see that. And talk about putting more Secret Service agents on the border. Going to see that. Or they're getting him back for what he did in endorsing Kamala 30 minutes after he said he's not going to run anymore. I have no idea what it is. Either way, this is terrible and should not be. I do feel sorry for Joe Biden at this point. I truly do. Yes, the man has made a fortune off of selling access to the White House, and he's done a lot of shady things, and his family is as shady as they come. Right now, I feel bad for the guy. I truly feel bad for the guy. Look at this.
Let's get something in mind about the border. When I became president,
get something on my mind about the border, guys. This is mean. Look at everybody's got cameras around him.
The numbers came way down.
When he took office, the numbers at the border came way down, he said.
Numbers came way down.
Yeah.
Number two, We had a circumstance where I pushed very hard for a bipartisan agreement to put more people on the border, more Secret Service agents.
Yeah.
And
More
guess
Secret
what?
Service.
He's
Guess
on
what?
the phone saying, "Don't do it. Don't do it. Make me look bad." Look,
I'm not going to get into what he said. We all know it's a bunch of BS. But come on. This is mean. This is mean. It truly is mean. It is as ugly as wheeling Carter out to say he's excited and just holding on to life to vote for Kamala. It's that mean. It's that level of elder abuse. He does hit the lunch beers. Are you kidding me? Oh, yeah. Then look at this. They actually had him do a Oval Office presser about and when I say presser, that means they allowed press in. They're not going to allow him. There's no answering question, no asking questions. On the California wildfires. Wildfires. They should call them wildfires. Just call them fires. On LA burning to the ground. What's this? They cannot. There's no way anyone in the press is going to be able to ask the president of the United States a follow-up question about what he just presented on the California fires. Screaming at the media. Look at him. Get out. Listen to the screaming. That's the press. The First Amendment, the freedom of the press. There's the freedom of the press and the freedom, the right to, the God-given right to petition your government, all of it being violated right here. Screaming at the Yeah, there's only one person get that door at a time. Chillax. Stop screaming. This has to end. I'm being sincere when I say that. This literally has to end. And thank goodness it's coming to an end in 7 days. I doubt we'll ever see him again before his funeral. That he serves no benefit to the Democrat Party. Yeah, he looks at what's going on now, Colin. Exactly. Or he looks like he just messed his shorts like he did in the Vatican. Let's get to Pete Hegseth. I want to talk about Pete, and I was excited about this nominee because, again, this is a change bringer. This is someone who brings change. This is different. This isn't the swampy, crusty old colonel that just like Milley, like I can't even describe Milley. And Lloyd Austin, what a terrible choice. This isn't a swampy creature. You knew right away he was the right choice when MSNBC, CNN, and The View absolutely lost their minds, went apoplectic on this guy, and then allowed nothing but anonymous sources to come in, which he had the receipts to reply to everything that he was accused of, and run with the anonymous sources story and just try to just smear this man. He's the right choice. He's the right choice for we the people. He's the right choice for our military. Well, they haven't been hiding. That's the thing, Ron. I mean, I'll go back to it. Ron says, they've been hiding him for years. Why stop now? No, no, go back to hiding him. Hiding him is what we want. Hiding him is what we want. Our world leaders, either our allies or our enemies, looking at this and giggling, just going, this is absurd. They keep bringing him out. And all of our allies have worked one-on-one with the guy, and they're like, this is no, he does not need to be anywhere near a camera. Okay, let's go. All right, Brendan, let's go. We can do this before we get to Pete, I guess. All right, increased rate of fire-related incidents in and around homeless camps. Yeah, Cali weather gets cool, windy, catches fire. Everybody in California, oh, yeah. Can't say that, though. Not allowed to say that. But I mean, because here's the deal. That's why they painted themselves into a corner in California. And Bass and Newsom, they painted themselves into a corner because they can't say this was started by a homeless encampment now. Why? Then why you guys spent $24 billion on eradicating homelessness in LA? Why do you still have all these camps that are starting fires then? Why are you doing that? Can't have that because it makes them look bad. So they have to just scream and holler, global warming, global warming, global warming. Unbelievable. But get to watch it. And what's with Newsom? Guys, please watch anything with Newsom. He's got something going on. Something ain't right. And again, he was right out of central casting. He is the ultimate politician. This guy has a shot after running California to the ground to actually become the president of the United States. He actually has a shot. Watch his body language. Yesterday, we covered something, him doing this, talking about, Hawaii, talking to the governor of Hawaii. Then today, he's doing this whole business like this. Like the guy's getting his sea legs. I have no idea something's happening. And I've got to look into my body language research that I love doing so much because I love body language. I've got to look into what that means. Why somebody sways like this. Is it discomfort? Is he thinking he's taking fire? Serpentine. Bob and weave. Well, that creepy. He's got creepy everything, man. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, they did rebrand it unhoused. I apologize. I shouldn't have said homeless. Yes. We don't have homeless. We have unhoused. That's right. Did we say that thing was a vaccine? We're sorry. Sorry, we didn't mean that. We did not mean that. He might be short-circuiting, Rhonda. He might be. Let's get to old Pete. It's funny because I replied to the president on one of his posts today, and it's kind of like, y'all still wondering why y'all got your butts kicked in November? Are you guys still curious as to why? I want you to see a young, very good-looking, battle-tested military man nominated for Secretary of Defense. And by the way, the bar is set at Lloyd Austin. The guy should be a unanimous vote if the bar is set at Lloyd Austin. But look at this young, buttoned up, good-looking guy. Yeah, he's a military guy. Guess what? They say bad words. My nephew-in-law was here over the weekend celebrating intern Sarah's birthday and intern Nuge's birthday. They have the same birthday. And he is a very military guy, as brash as they come. And he was in front of Queen Bee and in the crew and just using F as a comma and telling stories that they're like, whoa, wow, okay, that's advanced. They love him. He's an amazing guy, and he loves them. But this is how if you're in the military, this is the military culture. It is. So here's Pete. Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, I speak. I kind of say what's on my mind, and yeah, I like to have a drink with the boys, and yeah, I have certain opinions on what our military should do, but I'm qualified for this job. Going back to why they lost, look at these old, ancient, crusty, career politicians trying to take on a younger generation. Pete currently is putting on a master's class. I mean, look, you can say what you will about Comey. Comey was a Jedi when it came to these hearings. He was a master. He was a witness's witness. He was, the best. Pete's right up there. This is fantastic. So listen to Senator Kaine, this moron, try to take him out.
I have failed in things in my life, and thankfully I'm redeemed by my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
In finalizing divorces from your first and second wives, were there non-disclosure agreements in connection with those divorces?
Literally going a politician, a lifelong Democrat politician is coming after a witness. They call them witnesses. Coming after Pete Hegseth because he had 2 divorces. Finalized my second last year. So does that make me unqualified for any leadership position? This is absolutely, he's literally the slimiest of politicians going after Pete because he got divorced. Listen to this. This is absolutely wild to me.
Senator, not that I'm aware of.
If there were, would you agree to release those first
Why?
and second wives from
None of
the
your business.
confidentiality agreement?
Senator, it's not
None of your
something I'm
business.
aware of.
But if there were, you would agree to release them from a confidentiality agreement?
Senator, that's not my
Yeah,
responsibility.
and not my responsibility. And it's none of your business, you idiot.
Did you ever engage in any acts of physical violence against any of your wives?
Senator, absolutely not.
But you would agree with me that if someone had committed
Listen to this bozo.
physical violence against a spouse, that would be disqualifying to serve as Secretary of Defense, correct?
Senator, absolutely not
No.
have I ever done that.
You would agree that
No. Have I been convicted of anything? No. I'm sorry. No. Is rape, and I'm being serious, is rape disqualifying to be the president of the United States? Joe Biden is accused of rape. Accused of rape. Wasn't convicted. Wasn't brought to justice. Didn't have his day in court. So apparently, he didn't do it. This guy just keeps on. Just keeps on. It's unbelievable.
that would be a disqualifying offense, would you not?
Senator, you're talking about a hypothetical.
I don't think it's a hypothetical.
Yes, it is.
Violence against spouses occurs every day. And if you as a leader are not capable of saying that physical violence against a spouse should be a disqualifying fact for being secretary of the most powerful nation in the world, you're demonstrating an astonishing lack of judgment. The incident in Monterey led to a
Look at this. How beautiful. I mean, I'm not going to replay what Tim just said, but look at Pete's demeanor. Pete is showing me I want him as Secretary of Defense. Pete is showing me exactly what I want to see. Ain't nothing rattle this guy. Nothing rattles him. Remember when Kavanaugh, and fine, you can be a law nerd if you want to be, and I'm not going to judge you on that, but remember when Kavanaugh was crying and pounding the desk, I like beer. I mean, I love the sentiment, which we'll get to my medical findings here shortly. I love his sentiment, but dude, he was getting worked up. He was getting all fired up and By the way, the big the anti-woman Justice Kavanaugh, the anti-women, he hates women. Yeah. He's the only justice with a female staff. Just throwing that out there, but let's get back to Pete.
criminal charge, a criminal investigation, a private settlement, and a cash payment to the woman who filed the complaint. And there was also a non-disclosure agreement, correct?
It was a confidential settlement agreement off of a nuisance lawsuit.
Right. During an interview, you claimed that you settled the matter because you were worried that if it became public, it might hurt your career. Do you maintain that you were blackmailed?
Senator, I maintain that false claims were made against me. And ultimately,
Your attorney
those
used
false
the
claims,
phrase, your-
I have the opportunity to attest my innocence in those false claims.
Boom!
I have
This
failed
guy-
in things in my
this
life,
guy
and
is
thankfully
amazing.
I'm redeemed.
Right, yeah, so there you go. This guy is absolutely amazing. That's what I want. That's the demeanor that I want. By a show of hands, and it's funny, Colin said I would have asked the senator how many affairs he had and paid off the to be quiet. I forget the total. It's in the millions. I believe it's around 17. It's either 17 or 170. There's one in the seven in it. $1 million during this administration paid by congressmen and senators to staffers and lovers, essentially, to keep quiet. I'll pull the receipts. I will pull the receipts if you don't believe me on that. That's fact checkable, and you can get me on the proper number. But even if it's $17 million, that's taxpayer money, by the way, going for hush money. Now going after Peaks. They had 2 divorces, and you're right, Brendan. I got to step down. Sorry. Yeah. Unrelated personal relationships. I know. Jeez Louise. Okay. Oh boy. Should we stay on Kane? Let's stay on Kane, and then we can move on to crazy Hirono and Pocahontas. Let's go. Listen, this is absurd. Listen.
Cleared. Can you so casually cheat on a second wife?
Listen, the guy's staying on it. This guy is the Captain Glass House over here. Holy mackerel. This guy says, oh, no. So casually talk about being divorced twice, you heathen.
Cleared. Can you so casually cheat on a second wife and cheat
This is rough.
on the mother of a child that had been born 2 months before, and you tell us you were completely cleared? How is
Senator-
that a complete clear?
What? Look at that self-righteous POS right there. That is awesome.
Senator, her child's name is Gwendolyn Hope Hegseth,
Love that. Gwendolyn Hope Hegseth. Wonderful. Yeah.
and she's a child of God, and she's 7 years old.
And she
I'm
was,
glad
and
she's here.
you cheated on the mother of that child less than
That's a senator. And they're talking about actions unbecoming of a Secretary of Defense while they are participating in activities unbecoming of a United States senator. I love this. I'll tell you why this makes me sad.
2 months after that daughter was born, didn't you?
Those were false charges.
False charges.
Well, no, fully investigated, and I was completely cleared. And
Yeah. So yeah, completely cleared. He's like, cleared, but how could you? He's like, those are false claims, and I was cleared of those claims. What? Why are you not listening to me? Wow. Yes. Yeah. Tim Kaine looks like a child predator. Chris Hansen should be lurking somewhere around there, Loretta. That's right. Somewhere Chris Hansen is like, Senator Kaine, we'll just sit down. Let's have a conversation with you. Why did you bring flowers, chocolates, and condoms to meet with old Lucy over here? That would be hilarious. Actually, please. God, I got to start a relationship with Don Jr. because he's a troll and he would love these kind of ideas. We should have Chris Hansen show up with the camera crew just to the floor of the Senate and just watch them scatter. Just watch them get up and leave. And you will know immediately. Chris Hansen shows up at the front at the dais with a camera crew. Because every one of them will know what it's about. Oh, I think that's a fantastic idea. The taxpayer, James, that actually is not maybe public knowledge, but it is a public record. So it can, for those, the inquiring minds that want to know, they can do that. Sanctimonious, that's a wonderful word, Lynn. I love that. And it's also super, super fun to say. Yes. That's right. Hey, if the moon was made of spare ribs, would you eat it? It's a simple question, Pete. Yes or no? Reclaiming my time. God, it used to be so much fun watching these things. And now it's a bunch of nonsense is what it is. Let's get over to Crazy Hirono because she is just every kind of peach, ain't she? She's just a peach. She's dumber than a box of rocks, truly.
The Uniform Code of Military Justice, UCMJ, in addition to the sexual assault allegations, and by the way, the answer.
Whoa, wait a second. What time is it? Oh, dude, yeah. It's 2:30 over there. She is already 3 martinis in. Can you hear her slurring her words?
Enforcing the Uniform Code of Military Justice, UCMJ, in addition to the sexual assault allegations, and by the way, the answer to my second question should have been yes. I have read multiple reports of your regularly being drunk at work, including by people who worked with.
Coming from a woman who was drunk, clearly. I wish I could have coached Pete on this one. I'd have been like, let's call a quick timeout. I got to go consult with my my client here. Senators, I have been in almost all of your offices. Actually, I've been in each and every one of your office. Over half of you have a bar in your office, a fully stocked bar in your office. And what's with the House? The House actually has a congressional liquor store. And you're coming at me saying that I drank on the job? It's kind of rich. Ain't it? Reclaiming my time.
You at Fox News. Do you know that being drunk at work is prohibited for service members under the UCMJ?
Senator, those
Yes
are
or no?
multiple false anonymous reports peddled by
Exactly.
NBC
Do you
News
know
that
that
run directly
drinking on the job
contradictory to
is
the dozens of men and women at
not
Fox News
contemplated?
Channel
And
who
I'm not
I work
hearing-
with
I'm
who
not
came
hearing
on
the
the
answer
record
to my question.
and said they've
In your
never
opening
seen
statement,
that.
Mr. Hicks, that you commit to holding leaders accountable at all levels. That
Oh, she's just the worst. She's as bad as Ted Lieu on the Senate. I mean, on the House side, they're just absolutely awful. They just move their mouth and words just come out, and this is nothing. There's nothing of relevance. Oh, that's a great thing. How about everybody right now, Brennan? It's a great idea. Everybody, let's go to a breathalyzer. I brought one because you wanted to see that I wasn't drinking on the job. Here you go. Let's pass that around, guys. Huh? Puff, puff, give. You all know the routine. Pass it on the left-hand side. Crazy Hirono. This is why, this is a bunch of old people that are trying to take down an outsider who is young, articulate, battle-tested, good-looking dude. I mean, come on. And it's a bunch of old people. So, okay, so put yourself in the Gen Zers right now looking at this going, yeah, okay, he's for Fox News and we don't, okay, but look at all these old people that can barely finish a sentence and they're running everything together because they've had too much to drink and they're just going after this guy. This guy has literally stood guard. This guy has worn a uniform. This guy has been shot at and shot. Oh, blow, blow, go. I like that. No, pup, pass. Oh, pup, give. No, no passing. John Edwards. Oh, seriously, dude. John Edwards and Kennedy. Hell yeah. You guys go with John Edwards? Because how can you have an affair? How can you pay $250,000 to a woman who already had your baby just so you can run for president? It's okay if you're a Democrat. That's why. All right, let's get to, oh my goodness. What do we go with next? Oh, I'll save the prize till last. And then we'll move on to another topic. But here is Chief Spreading.
Other words, you're quite sure.
She a crazy. I'm not. I'm just going to say this, and I say this very clearly. She is insane. She is crazy. At least Crazy Hirono's just a dumber than a box of rocks. This woman is intelligent. She's articulate, and dumber than a bag of hammers. She crazy. Oh, here we go.
That every general who serves should not go directly into the defense industry for 10 years. You're not willing to make that same pledge?
Well, here comes the answer of the day.
I'm not a general, Senator.
The entire place laughs at her. The entire room laughs at her.
You'll be the one.
Okay, everybody's
Let us
laughing.
just be clear. In
Let
charge.
us just be clear that I'm not going to be clear at all about anything. But that wasn't the best move of the day. We're going to get to that in just a moment here. But let's get to this. This is Pete having to, I believe. Is this what did I
You'd
have?
mentioned that you
Yeah,
were
this-
not
this is-
able
yeah,
to.
We'll get to that in a moment. Actually, let's do this. Do you understand that Pete has a tattoo on his chest? And the tattoo on his chest, not that I've seen pictures of the guys. I have seen pictures of the guys. Not that I'm looking up topless pictures of Pete Hegseth. Stop judging. Anyway, he's got a tattoo that they think is just, it's like Hitler. He's a Nazi. He's a Nazi. Listen to this. Listen to him actually explaining what the hell it is.
You'd mentioned that you were not able to serve with your National Guard unit in the protection of the inauguration of Joe Biden because of a tattoo, a Christian tattoo. Can you elaborate just a little bit on what is this very offensive, extremist, racist tattoo that you have?
It's a tattoo I have right here, Senator. It's called the Jerusalem Cross. It's a historic Christian symbol. In fact, interestingly, recently I attended briefly the memorial ceremony of former President Jimmy Carter on the floor.
Okay, on the floor. He literally he just went to Jimmy Carter's funeral. That was last week, guys. National Day of Mourning. Remember that? Yeah.
Of our national cathedral, on the front page of his program, was the very same Jerusalem cross.
Oh, damn.
It
in the old days, we'd say, "Oh, snap."
It's a Christian religious symbol. And when the events happened before preceding the Biden inauguration,
Love
I
this.
was a part of the mobilization to defend that inauguration as someone who'd been a proud supporter of Donald Trump, but also a member of the military, had orders to come to Washington, D.C. to guard that inauguration. And at the last minute, those orders were revoked. I'd never had orders revoked before. I'd been on orders to a lot of places to do a lot of difficult and dangerous things. They were revoked, and I was not told why. Later, when I wrote my book, I was able to get information. It was because I had been identified. Someone who'd served in Iraq, in Afghanistan, in Guantanamo Bay, holding a riot shield outside the White House. I'd been identified as an extremist, as someone unworthy of guarding the inauguration of an incoming American president. And if that's happening to me, Senator, how many other men and women,
Okay,
how
I'm
many
not
other
tracking with him here, but he'll save the ship. Don't worry.
patriots, how many other people of conscience? We haven't even talked about COVID.
See, now I'm not tracking.
Tens of thousands of service members who were kicked out
Oh.
because of an experimental vaccine. In President Trump's Defense Department,
Yep.
they will be apologized to. They will be
Bring it.
reinstituted with pay and rank.
Take an up and down vote right now. I want a yes or no vote right now. Right now. Right at that moment. 10,000 servicemen and women lost their jobs because they didn't get the jab. They're going to be apologized to. They're going to be given back pay, and they're going to be reenlisted with full pension benefits, the whole nine. Good. Good. Holy mackerel. That's the least we could do. That is the very least we could do. Oh, my gosh. I mean, just, oh, yeah, okay. All right, one more, and then we'll get to the real
As
one.
far as politics, Senator, it has been the joy of my life to lead men and women in military outfits. When you're in combat or in training, there's a lot of conversations that happen. And you start to realize that a lot of people you're serving with share your political ideas or they don't. You find out there's Republicans, there's Democrats, there's libertarians, there's independents, there's vegetarians, everything in between. None of that matters.
Pete with the one-liner.
It never mattered in how I led men and women, how I interacted with them, what missions we undertook. Politics has nothing to do with the battlefield, which is why President Trump has asked me to say, let's make sure all of that comes out.
Yep.
This is about warfighting capability,
Yes,
setting
it's
standards
about-
high, and making sure we give our boys, our men and women, everything they need to be successful.
Boom. Yeah, you're right, Lou. We need more. We need more of this guy. We do need more. All right, now this is you guys ready? Grizz, pay attention. I want you to pay attention, Grizz. This is good stuff right here. This is made for you, brother. This is made for you. So a JAG officer, I'm just gonna let it go. Here you go.
For lawful authority. You have made statements to your platoon after being briefed by a JAG officer.
By being JAG officers, the Navy, I believe it's the Navy, correct? Yeah, the Navy, the legal eagles, so to speak. And this is Jack Reed again, ancient, old career politician. Now he wants to he wants to ask questions. Yeah. Yes.
Well, by the way, would you explain what a JAG off is?
Yeah. Would you? What? Would you
I don't think I
explain
need to, sir.
what a JAG off is? He's like, I really don't think I need to, sir. Navy. Thank you. Yes. So, will you explain what a JAG off is? I'm not kidding. He said it.
Explain what a JAG off is?
I don't think I need to, sir,
Why not?
Oh,
because
gosh.
the men and women watching understand.
Well, perhaps
That would be great. Yeah, Colin. It's someone exactly like you, Senator Reed.
some of my colleagues don't understand.
It would be a JAG officer who puts his or her own priorities in front of the warfighters. Their promotions, their medals, in front of having the backs of those who are making the tough calls on the front lines.
Thank you, Senator Reed.
Interesting.
Thank you, Senator
Thank
Reed.
you very much.
That's why. That's why y'all got Jack stomped. That's literally why you all lost the entire election. You lost everything. The House, the Senate, the White House. That is why you did. Because the Pete Hegseths of the world, us, were voting. Holy mackerel. All right, let me talk to you about this. I want to get a little shot in here. Yesterday was a challenge. Today was a challenge. We are at, okay, we're hovering at 28% power. We're dealing with power issues here with the system. Yesterday was the results of my last blood draw from my doctor's appointment that I had yesterday. So I went to get the results of my blood draw. Now understand, this is not my primary physician. My primary physician doesn't do anything. My primary physician is exactly what most primary physicians are. What's wrong with you and what medicine can I prescribe? That's it. My doctor, the one that thank you. The Dr. Rob and I have the same doctor we share. We call her the witch doctor because it is really outside of Western medicine. I had 17 vials of blood drawn. 17. My results from this are 8 pages long. 8 pages of things that I was tested for. Okay? Dr. Acula. Nice. Well played. Dr. Acula. It's delicious. That Dr. Acula would have been all about that. Not my JAG officer, doctor. Damn it, Grizz. The results were a serious come to Jesus. You're turning 50. Do you want to see 60? Kind of talk. I got real talk yesterday. My doctor, primary physician, and all of my primary physicians prior to would have said, we'll just get you on some cholesterol meds. I would, maybe get some exercise in, maybe 20 minutes a day, 3 days a week. And let's give you this pill and that pill. Witch's brew, Dr. Lynn. Like, we call her the witch doctor because she recommends she said, I'm going to tell you, one of the biggest benefits, the reason why I donate blood every 6 weeks is not because I was jealous that my grandfather had his 90-gallon pen when he died. I was like, dude, that's cool. It's because it gives your body an opportunity to rebuild healthy new blood and kind of hit a little reset button, not a full reset button, but a reset button. And those types of things that she recommends, you're doing good and you're helping yourself out at the same time. But changes will be made. You guys watch me. It's gonna be a lot different look in about a month here. So I have had my come to Jesus meeting. I have had my holy crap. I need to fix things. And I'm good. Once I get to a program, I'll stick to the program and we'll see how it goes. But I'll tell you this. I did tell her I have an entire freezer full of game meat. She goes, probably next 60 to 90 days, eat nothing but that. I'm like, oh. Don't threaten me with a good time, doc. Don't threaten me. Just do some bloodletting. Can I be straight with y'all? I've done it before. That's not easy. Whew. Let me tell you, that's not easy. But I have a doctor who prescribes the Schmeiver-Schmeckten, understands that there are certain things curing cancer at this point that Western medicine is not going to be able to admit because of big pharma. And so I stay away from big pharma. My doctor, you know what she prescribed to me? I mean, I'm not kidding. I need testosterone because my pituitary gland, when I was had my traumatic brain injury, went all daffy and wonky. So there's thyroid and testosterone has to be because they were down to red, running on fumes levels. And so that's it. But as far as medication, D3K2 and magnesium. And she has a liver supplement that this part of my come to Jesus meeting. Liver needs to get taken care of. Yep. Bloodletting weekly, never intentional, just clumsy. Yes. Yes, she is a naturopath. Yeah, she is a hormone and wellness doctor. There's just simple decisions you can make in your life that make a big damn difference. And that's why you all know this. Prior to my come to Jesus meeting from the doctor, prior to that, I was very on this whole Make America Healthy Again movement, this RFK Jr. thing. So this push for RFK Jr. I've been very, very excited about it. And so, yes, I do understand, like this yellow 5 and all of this. I feel good. You feel good when you get blood test too. Yeah. I mean, yeah, because your body just gets to generate more just healthy new blood, like new blood cells coming, like baby blood cells, not the ones that have been hanging out in there the whole time. Oh, your ex is a naturopath? Okay. That's what I'm assuming you're saying. Cutting the amount of adult beverage, part of the plan. Not part of the plan. It is if we go on the plan as a pie, it is a solid portion of that pie. Absolutely. 100%. Yes. So, and let me tell you why, I'll be straight with you. You all know I love me some beer, especially the IPAs. And she did say that. She goes, I said, but I just love IPAs. And she goes, if you could tell me the one drink that you were drinking that I would tell you need to stop, damn it, you just said IPA. Yeah. Yeah. So the IPA's gone. And then that, by the way, no. The regular drinking of IPA is gone. If I go to a nice restaurant and there's a wonderful IPA, not like a Lagunitas or something that's like basic entry level stuff like that, there's a really good one on tap, I will go ahead and have a beer, of course. But I am not drinking again. But I'm going to tell you something that happened to me. So y'all know I had a heart attack and about a year and a half ago. And I just moved on. I really didn't change much of my lifestyle. But when I noticed that I had my my heart rate was elevated. I got the Garmin watch here to keeps track of my heart rate. And I noticed that it was elevated a lot, like a lot. I'm talking in the hundreds. And I was thinking that's maybe it's the blood pressure medicine. So I got off the blood pressure medicine. I'm like, I'm going to take this anymore. It's making my freaking heart have to work harder. I don't like this. It was the booze. No lie. When I stopped drinking, my resting heart rate was in the 70s. When I do drink, my resting heart rate is in the 90s. So, and I apparently am I think it's hops. It's something in the beer that just closes my sinuses up. So like, gonna have to make some changes. So I hope y'all come with me on that. Not do it, but at least supporting me in that. Yes. But yes, so I will be able to go out and have a drink. There's no, I'm not jumping on a wagon and pointing fingers at everybody else. See here, the beer had elevated when I see Truman, and I was now taking, the medications as opposed to blood pressure meds prescribed by the doctor. The side effects from the blood pressure meds were off the charts. Yeah, they don't care. Oh, then we'll just give you a different drug. Oh, they got bad side effects. Okay, we'll give you a different drug. That's why I stopped going. Look, guys, I will tell you that the vast majority of Barrow Neurological Institute are super professionals. Amazing. There are a solid handful of bad apples there that suck. But the reason why I stopped going was that we were just doing years of, after my brain surgeries, we were just doing years of try which medication makes it better. I'm like, it doesn't. I only feel better when I'm like rowing or I'm doing physical activity. I pace a lot. And the reason why I pace, it makes my head feel better. Once my blood starts flowing, my head starts to feel a little better. So, but it was just medication. I'm like, well, why don't I just exercise? And that'll work out. Buddy runs a number of very well-known breweries around town. I thought for years I had a beer allergy. Finally figured out it was a specific hop varietal, not just beer as a whole. You know, something I think I should probably look into that. And I'm being serious when I say that. I'm not trying to joke around, because I drink hop tea. Hop tea, I think, is fantastic. And Brendan, if you haven't tried some, I highly recommend it. You go to the grocery store and all the different bottled teas and stuff like that, you'll find it in there. It's made by a company called Hoplark, and they've made iced tea brewed with hops. It is 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 everything. It has caffeine, obviously. It's got no calories, no sugar, and it's delicious. It literally tastes like you're drinking an IPA. There's so many times where I'll like crack one open and I'll go over to Queen Bee's house and I'll put it in the truck with me. I feel like I'm going to get busted or something like that, because it feels like I'm drinking a beer, but I'm drinking basically iced tea, carbonated iced tea. Dr. Snyder. Did Dr. Snyder, let me ask you this question. Did Dr. Snyder like elevate in ranks? Is he one of the highest guys up there? Because the name sounds familiar. And I had an issue with one of those higher ups. Yeah. Okay. Before we move on, I want to say that Rhonda, thank you so much for reminding me. I did notice that when I saw your email this morning about volunteering. Rhonda's new video is up on YouTube. So get over to Rhonda's Random Thoughts on YouTube. Please like, subscribe, watch the video. Especially, it's so important, especially in YouTube world, if something is posted, to quickly get a bunch of people to jump on it, and then it pops it into the algorithm, and then we can start to dance. So yeah. Okay. So then Dr. Snyder is not the one I was talking about, because it's a she. The one I was thinking about is a he. Good. Because that person was a complete jackass that almost killed me. So we can't do that. So Dr. Snyder, rock on. Good for you, Dr. Snyder. You're awesome. What is that brand of iced tea? It is called Hop Tea. Okay, hang tight. Stay right here. Stay right there. Don't go away. No, they're not. Hold on. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. All right, we got it. All right, we got it. See? Just like that. But I want to show you this. Guys, I want to call these guys and be like, dude, I will rep your stuff. Looks like that. Hop tea. This is the black tea, which is my favorite. But they only have two really here locally. They have this and the chamomile. And the chamomile is way too light for me. This is kind of beefy and good. It's made by a company called Hoplark. So check it out. Yeah. Hopping to get some hop tea. Hell yeah, man. I'm telling you, it's good stuff. And I will I'll reach out to them. I really do want to reach out to them because they really do have a lot of they have a Citra hops as well. They have a few other things. These guys are out of Colorado, I believe. They're just doing good stuff. I'm guess I clear out the fries that I go to. I clear out the fries every week with these. Like they must think there's a run on these and like people, this is one of the most popular products. It is because I get there every Friday and I basically clean them out. So good stuff. So definitely get out there. Yes, you'll grab some too. Exactly. Right. And Tim, yep, you're gonna grab some. Heck yeah. Just give it a try. I recommend. Highly recommend. As a matter of fact, because we're on the show and I'm just gonna have a sip. Cheers to all of you for being part of my recovery journey, my health journey, as the 50th year of my life is going to be hopefully the healthiest. We're gonna it starts here with some hop tea. Mm-hmm. It is really good. Woo! It does, man. It tastes so good. Especially the Citrop one. I like that one too. Let's get back to this, shall we? Let's get back to why, and this is a video I've been holding on to for a bit. Exactly why the Democrats again got Jack stomped. They think things like this are things like this are advantageous. They think videos like this actually resonate with we the people. Check this out. It's the who's who of greasy Dems.
Okay. How's my tie? Is it okay? On straight.
Here we go.
We're different.
Wisconsin.
Rhode Island.
Hawaii.
New York.
From the Great Lakes.
To the Mountain West.
The Pacific Northwest.
To the South.
And the Northeast.
Coast to coast.
We have differences.
And some disagreements. But Senate Democrats are fiercely united on this.
We are not here because of
Scary.
who we are against.
We are here because of who we are for. Every one of us
was elected to fight for working Americans.
No!
American families.
For you.
Okay.
For
Yeah,
you.
you were.
For you.
We're here to make housing more affordable.
To help work.
Okay, again, all these geriatric punks talking about we were here to basically fight for you. No, you weren't. This is a fundamental difference. A fundamental difference of Democrats and Republicans. One of the fundamental differences of Republicans and Democrats is simple. It is Republicans, I believe, I mean the good Republicans, not the greasy weirdos. They understand they're there to represent us, not fight for us, to simply represent our ideals and who we are and the electorate that voted for them. That is our system of governance. The Democrats believe I am here to lead this war for you. No. And obviously enrich them.
Working Americans keep more of their hard-earned paychecks.
To lower the cost of child care.
Prescription drugs.
And yes, groceries.
To help small businesses thrive.
And every child have a safe and great public education.
Oh, safe and great public education. Sure.
We're here to fight.
Fight.
To
fight for Americans.
We will work with anyone.
Anyone.
Who will restock my depends?
If they want to make life better for you.
But
If Donald Trump and Senate Republicans.
Do things to hurt you.
We will fight.
We will fight.
Yeah,
If they
like
come
nominate
after
Pete.
affordable health care.
There he is.
If they pursue policies that drive up costs.
Okay, you get the point. These jabronis are just absolute idiots. But what do you mean affordable health care? What's affordable? I absolutely love it that the exchange, 25 million people signed on the exchange. They had no options. They had no other options. You all tiptoeing on socialized medicine and you brag that people signed up? Unbelievable. You don't know. Who cares? Yes, May Spartacus. Constitution is part of their none of that is their constitutional powers. Exactly. No. But again, that's why they lost. This is why, and they keep scratching their heads, wondering what in the hell. One thing that we are not. Actually, let's see here. We don't have a ton of time. So we're going to save TikTok for tomorrow because TikTok is still going to be relevant as it's 5 days away from getting the axe. I want your opinion on this Kathy Hochul move. Kathy Hochul, the governor of New York. I would really love to get your opinion on this because it is. Let me just play it up and you go from here.
About something you said recently, that the cost of living is too damn high and New Yorkers deserve a break. And I think many people can feel that, right? They feel, and you're looking at these inflation refund checks. Where are you getting them?
Inflation refund checks? What? Okay, because what that sounds like is that you're going to use someone else's money to give to me and buy a vote. Really, it's really what it sounds like. But listen, hear her out here.
Money for those refund checks, and when can people expect them?
It's money that came out of New Yorkers' pockets over the last 3 years because inflation was too damn high. It's no one's fault. They paid more for everything they bought. You're a young dad. You bought diapers and formula and little clothes for Olivia.
It's expensive.
It's expensive. So you paid extra money in the cost of that, but it also meant higher sales tax. We collected $3 billion more in the last 3 years in unanticipated sales tax revenue.
But you what? Okay, New York, $3 billion in revenue that we basically only got because of inflation. So she's talking about giving it back to we the people.
And I said, well, we could put that in the state coffers. Why don't we give it back, though, to the people who paid too much? So we are announcing, I want to get it through the legislature. I'm proposing this next week.
Never going to pass.
$500 for families, up to $300,000 in income, $300,000 for individuals, and let people know that we're listening to them.
Okay. Obviously, 500 here, 300 there, in not obviously a life-changing sum of money, but what are your thoughts on that? I'm on the fence here. Because you look at what was it? It was Biden bragging about $770 to the victims of the California fires, $700 whole dollars. This alone, by the way, $700 to live in California. Say that lasts about 4 or 5 days in California. Never seriously. So, and by the way, can you imagine the price of goods anywhere around Palisades, anywhere in LA County right now? Yeah. But it's interesting that a governor would say, hey, listen, we made more money because inflation was so high. We made more money in sales tax. So we should probably give that back to y'all. And if you do the math and really what you have increased, how your bills have increased, and then the tax that you paid on that increase, it probably is around $500. I'm not really opposed to this. Because you see it all the time. The federal government has sued Shell Corporation, whatever. Shouldn't say Shell Corporation. Chevron. And for $1 billion. Where does that $1 billion go? Do you get it? How about all these consumer protection lawsuits? Do you get any money from that? No, you don't get any money from that. Yeah, endless supply to Ukraine. Oh, yeah. Don't you? The Ukrainians are living it up. Ukrainians are absolutely living it up. More bars and restaurants open now than before the invasion. Yeah. Getting to the gym seems to work part for me. Already doing that. Well, all right, food, yeah, bumping. Okay, Truman, I like that. Okay. She's definitely detached. Lynn says Kathy's a little detached from society. I do agree with that, but I mean, really think about it, guys. Do the math. I don't think that the sales tax that I have paid on the increase on my grocery bills is much more than probably $500. I mean, I really am not mad at this. Oh yeah, okay. Don't even. I 100% buy flights out of Afghanistan. Sent bills to soldiers for their abandoned gear and totally behind. I do trust me. She is a clown. I am not backing Kathy Hochul by any stretch of the imagination. She's a loser. I'm talking about this very thought, if we get Katie Hobbs to say, hey, we collected more in taxes than we should have, so we should give it back to our people? Is that what I'm supposed to say? What if she did that? We can take Kathy out of this. Take Kathy out of this and put Hobbs in there. Would this be a good idea? What if Deuce was still around? The concept is not off-putting to me, is really what I want to say. The concept is not off-putting. The concept actually seems like a bit of a winner to me. Yeah. So let's get to this, Truman. I'm excited to get to what you say here, buddy. Let me get here. All right. Getting in the gym seems to be the hard part for me. Already doing well with the food. Nice. Have to bump up the motivation to get to the gym. Don't go to the gym. I mean, please answer Rhonda's question there. Like, what part of the value? I don't go to the gym. Queen Bee does. Queen Bee takes her girls there. I don't go to the gym. I hate the gym. Get yourself a 30-pound kettlebell and just holler at me. I'll send you a link of a dude that'll challenge you in a 1,000-rep challenge. It is game changing. It's just game changing. Get a couple 20-pound barbells and a 30-pound kettlebell, and you're golden. You're golden. And that's the thing about the gym, again, and this is why I believe that RFK Jr. is going to be so good for our country, is just dieting doesn't do much, especially at our age. Losing weight sucks at our age. If you build muscle mass, that burns calories. Burning is the way to go. Yeah. Tired of people stealing money from us and giving it back to us. Lynn, amen, brother. He said, I'm tired of people stealing money from us and giving it back to us. Amen. I know. But we have the Commerce Clause. In the Commerce Clause allows those in power to just take as much money as they want. Yeah, it really does. I mean, look at California right now. Look at what's California getting. California, those people that their homes burned down, they've been paying 40% tax rates. 40. They've been getting fleeced. And this is how they're repaid. Yeah. All right. Colin says he does his exercise at work, lifting 50 pounds of merchandise, a ton of walking. Amen to that. Dude, I remember in the downturn, we lost it all. I mean, I was doing overnights at the Home Depot, stocking shelves. I've never been in better shape. Holy mackerel, I've never been in better shape. The equipment helps with the PT exercises. Got pinched nerves in my neck and back. Yeah, oh no, for sure. No, I don't. I'm not knocking going to the gym. Again, Queen Bee goes all the time. I just don't go. It's easier for me to do send an email that basically I make a to-do list of things I have to get done that day, and in between I finish one of those tasks, I exercise in some way. It's just kind of an all-day kind of thing. Obviously, I haven't been doing that in a hot minute, or I wouldn't have gotten in trouble by my doctor, but I did. But yeah, so I dig the gym. Gyms. I've been a member. Hell, I knew one of the founders of 24-Hour Fitness. Like, I mean, I have people in my circle that their career was the gym. I have people that I used to hang out with that have a fitness brand. It's all about going to the gym. But I'd rather just do it at home. That's it. Because it's so easy to not get in the car and go to the gym. And I learned that from me because I used to be at Lifetime Fitness. We call it Globo Gym. Lifetime Fitness is Globo Gym. You cannot sell me off that. Lifetime Fitness equals Globo Gym from the movie Dodgeball. I was a mile away, so I'd walk to and from the gym. So I'd get 2 miles of walking in, and then I'd get some whatever weights. And I'm like, and I realized, I was like, well, why don't I just go for a walk every day? Do a little bit of rowing machine, and then lift some weights at home. That saves me about $100 and something bucks a month. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Brendan used to be a trainer yesteryears, back in the old days, man. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just able looking at the ellipse thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. That's the way to go. I look, in any way you can get mobile, get mobile. The way you can kind of get moving. Any way you can build muscle mass, build muscle mass. Yeah. Sister and bro-in-law own sports nutrition stores in the Valley. Oh, okay. Listen, sports nutrition stores are, look, there's a lot of things you can do that can help you get to the bod you want. Absolutely. I like that comedian that did the Golden Globes. That was the host of the Golden Globe Award. She did a fantastic job, and she was nervous about it too. Nikki Glazer, I think her name is. She said, "Welcome to Golden Globes, Ozempic's biggest night." We can get into Ozempic a little bit later, but not today. We're done. Still try to apply my old degree in kinesiology and biomechanics to my dear Lord. That's just the words of your degrees are too hard for me to pronounce. I failed that. Hey, y'all, thanks for hanging out. We are back and rolling. We're at, 19% on the system here. So I think we can do a hard charge rolling up to both shows, and I think we can make it happen if we get it to 100%. So we'll check it out. If not, I've got to spend a lot of money on things. I appreciate y'all hanging out. We'll do this again tomorrow at noon right here on In Other News. Have a great day, everybody. Great rest of your day.